What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Purpose Points, the only free weekly video series that empowers educators to inspire and reach their students in 10 minutes or less. It's so good to see you guys again. It's so good to be with you guys again. I'm very, very excited about the topic that I have for you this week. Today in this video, I'm going to be talking about re-entry back to normal civilization, right? We've been quarantined for almost 2 months now. It's become our normal. I'll be honest, there's been even a time where I'm like, whoa, it's crazy that things are starting to reopen again. You know, you don't always think about that when you get in the mode of doing something that becomes a habit. So I want to talk to you today about re-entry. Most of us have been in quarantine now. Most of your students have been in quarantine for about 8 or 9 weeks. The school year is winding down. We have to remind them to stay focused and finish strong. But also, there's other things that we can give them as they go into the summer, because literally most people will be getting off of quarantine as school is ending and they're going into the summer to begin their normal lives again. And so there's just a couple tips that I want to share with you today that you can share with them that will hopefully give them a sense of reference and a peace of mind when it comes to getting back into normal civilization, seeing their friends again, right? Being around people, camps may be happening, just different things. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. The first thing that you can do is encourage them not to be afraid of life outside of quarantine. A lot of them have been in solitude right now for a long time, right? It's been a few months, so they've gotten used to how they cope with things. They've gotten used to how they deal with things. They've gotten used to even how they communicate in quarantine right now to this point. So we have to remind them, do not be afraid of life outside of quarantine. You've done this before. Obviously, you lived life up until 2 months ago, and now you're going back into it. Get back out there. Be happy about it. Be joyful about it. And trust me, it's gonna be great. The second thing you can do is encourage them to get outside again. Fresh air, vitamin D, sun, 15-minute walks, right? It releases the feel-good endorphins. Encourage them to get outside. Let's just not sit inside. The minute you can really go places, get out longer than you would normally get out, because it's really going to open up your mind. It's going to really let you release those endorphins, like I said, and overall get you back to living normal again. That's the goal here. The third thing you can do is have them find a trusted adult. Maybe it's you that they're going to talk to, or someone that they trust about their feelings with everything going on, right? How do they feel now that quarantine's over and they're getting back into normal life? Maybe some of them are, like I said earlier, scared to step outside, but let's hope they're not. Maybe they can just talk and process through those feelings of how they're feeling about it. And, you know, when we get ready to go back into the school year, just in a few months, right? We're a few months away from going back into the school year again. I know that's probably not exciting to hear, but it's just the reality. And will they be ready to go back in on a normal speed? That's really the goal here. And the last thing that you can do is have them journal about the positives that have came out of the quarantine. Hey, what have you learned new about yourself? What skills have you picked up? What hobbies have you began to like? What are the certain things that you've done that you didn't know you like to do? Have them journal about that process the last 2 months. You never know. Maybe that becomes a school project next year. It'll be a lot of different things that can happen in this process. That's all I have for you today. I'm very excited again to be in front of you guys once more. If this has blessed you, go ahead and send this to somebody. Share it out. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel below. If this has been forwarded to you, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can get every single weekly video. And if you haven't, on my website, go and subscribe to Purpose Point so you can get this delivered to your inbox every single week, so you can continue having the tips that you need to continue to impact your students on a higher level. I love each and every one of you. We are in this together. We're almost to the end. I'm so happy for you. I understand that the school year may be different this year as we are not wrapping up in person, but I hope that you have been able to find some new things in this time, maybe some new teaching methods that you can take in to the further years, And overall, I hope that you came out of it intact and your heart full and joy re-entering your life. Have a great day. See you next week.